Hello my student, how are you today? I'm your English teacher Razan Al-Aqra. Today inshallah we will continue with our unit number 7, lesson number 4, language and use in your workbook, page 75. Our outcome for today, students should be able to answer some activities about the present simple tense. Now open your workbook, page 75, lesson 4, language and use. Let's start with the first activity. Activity number 1. Do the sentences refer to present, routine, or the future. Write P for present or F for future. إذا المطلوب منا في هذا التمرين تحديد الجمل إذا كانت تعود إلى روتين مضارع، يعني روتين يومي نقوم به في الحاضر دائما، أو the future خطط مستقبلية وشيء للمستقبل يعود للمستقبل. For example, the first sentence, number 1. I always have cereal for breakfast. دائما أتناول للفطور حبوب الإفطار. So هذا روتين، هذا روتين يومي يقوم به. This is present. We will put here P. Now I will give you 2 minutes. Try to do the rest. Good job, girls. Now let's do it together. Number 2. What time does the concert start tonight? ما هو الوقت الذي سيبدأ فيه الحفل الليلة؟ This is a future sentence. Excellent, because it is from the word tonight. الليلة شيء بالمستقبل. Number 3. What do you usually do after school? ماذا بالعادة تقوم بعد المدرسة؟ Excellent, girls. P. Present, because this is a routine. Present routine. روتين يومي، عادة يقوم بها دائما. From the word usually. Number 4. The bus leaves at 11:30 tomorrow morning. Good job, girls. This is a future sentence because we have here 11:30 tomorrow morning. It is a future tense. زمن في المستقبل. Number 5. What time does your train arrive this afternoon? ما هو الوقت الذي سيصل به القطار هذا المساء؟ Good job. It is a future. You will write F because afternoon, this afternoon شيء في المستقبل. Number 6. Orchestra practice sometimes finishes quite late. إذا تمارين الفرقة الموسيقية بعض الأوقات تنتهي متأخر جدا. So here is present tense مضارع أو وقت الحاضر because sometimes بالعادة شيء يقومون به دائما. Routine, present routine. Good job, girls. Now let's move to the next activity. Activity number 2. Look and complete the sentences about a school trip. أكملي الجمل عن رحلة المدرسية. For example, the first one. The bus leaves at 9 o'clock. So we get this information from this table. سنستعين بهذا الجدول لأخذ المعلومات المناسبة. Here we have the subject, bus, and the verb leave, and here we have the time. So the bus leaves. Why? Because the subject here is singular, so we add S to the verb. At, and here we have the time, 9 o'clock. Now let's see the next one. Here we have the verb arrive. We will put it in the correct form. We arrive because it is plural. We don't add anything to the verb. At the zoo. At, here we have the time, 10:30. So we will write 10:30. Number 3. Dolphin show. The dolphin show start. Here we have the verb start. We will put it in the correct way. Starts. Why we add S to the verb? Because the subject here is singular. The dolphin show. عرض الدلافين. At, and the time is 11 o'clock. So write 11 o'clock. Number 4. We, here we have the subject we. We need the verb have. We will put here have. Lunch at 12:30. So here we will write the time, 12:30. Number 5. The penguin tea party. Here we have the subject, the penguin tea party, and the verb start. We will put it in the correct way. Start. Why? Because here we have one party. It is singular. That's why we add s to the verb start. At 2:30. Here we have the time. Number 6. The park close. The verb close. Excellent, girls. Closes. Why do we put s to the verb? Because it is singular. The park closes at 5 o'clock. Let's put the time. Good job, girls. Now let's move to the last activity. Activity number 3. Complete the dialogue with the correct form of a verb from the box. Then here we have a dialogue. لدينا حوار. We need to complete this dialogue with the correct form of a verb from the box. Here we have some verbs in the box. We need to put the verb in the correct form. نضع الفعل بالشكل الصحيح. For example, let's read the first example. A. I have just looked at the calendar. It is your school play on Friday night. That's right. We have our final rehearsal on Friday afternoon. A. What time does it start? Here we have the answer at 3 o'clock. Excellent, girls. The correct verb is starts. It starts at 3 o'clock. And notice here we put s to the verb because the subject here is singular. It. Let's continue. Number 3. What time? The bus. And here we have the answer. It leaves at 2 o'clock. So what time? Excellent, girls. Does the bus leave? Notice that after the auxiliary verb does, we put the verb in infinitive form. مجرد. الفعل يكون مجرد. Let's continue. It leaves at 2 o'clock. We at 2:30. We have half an hour before the rehearsal. Girls, the correct verb is we arrive. And look here, we didn't add anything to the verb because the subject is plural. We. A. Number 5. And when, excellent, girls, does the rehearsal finish? Excellent. This is the correct verb. Finish. When does the rehearsal finish? Let's see the answer. It finishes at about 5 o'clock. And notice that we add finishes es to the verb because the verb ends with the letter sh. That's why we add es to it. Then we break for 2 hours. Excellent, girls. We have. So the play starts at 7 o'clock. Yes, that's right. The doors at 6:30. The correct verb here is, good girls, open. And look at here, we didn't add anything to the verb because the subject is plural. You are going to be great. Thank you, my lovely students, for listening. See you later. Goodbye.